Welcome to my channel. You are here for a reason. If you clicked on this, if it interests you, all of your choices have led up to this moment. If I use my intuitive gifts properly, and if you tune into your energy and your intuition, it's true, I may as well tune in to qualities regarding your future spouse if the messages resonate with you. So if this is interesting to you, if you want to find out more about your future spouse, who you're going to marry, a little bit more details in the last video, then keep on watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim if you're new here, and today I want to get into a little bit more details regarding your future spouse, who you're going to marry. If you didn't watch my previous video, I kind of talked a little bit about their temperament more than anything. If I found details or saw or heard or felt certain details, I did mention that, but I found that that reading was more about their temperament. So we're really going to try to extract more details for you in this reading. So this is going to be a part 2 about your future spouse. Please keep in mind though, you guys, that this is a general reading on YouTube, so thousands of people are going to be watching this video and tuning in and picking the same stack. So only take the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest. Okay, so that's very, very important. Energies change and shift all the time depending, you know how sometimes things that we never thought we'd like, we end up liking years down the line, that kind of thing. Energy changes. So it's definitely possible that what I'm doing right now for you, the readings and the messages that are coming up for you, might change in the future. But you will know if the messages are for you, if they resonate with you, if you feel like accepting them and claiming them. I've had a few issues of people who didn't even want to get married, who wasn't really looking for a spouse and just kind of watching because they felt curious, and they were really, really upset because they didn't like the qualities that they were hearing. Meanwhile, other people were like, oh, I totally know what you're talking about. This is the person that I've been attracting, and I know that my person is going to have these qualities. So if you're upset about qualities that you hear, they're probably not for you. The message then for you in that scenario, if you're getting triggered by certain things, is to look at your triggers, to look at why you are feeling upset about this specific reading, about these specific messages. So that is your message. Literally the root cause of those triggers could be the message for you. So just keep that in mind. So I have 5 stacks today that you can choose from. Here's group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, and group 6. So go ahead and take a moment and choose your stack. I'm going to put it up close here for you so you can get a really good look. And once you're finished picking, go into the timestamps down below or in the comment section and jump to your reading. I'll list them based on the order or of the crystal name or the crystal color. So yeah, I'm still not sure how I'm going to do it, but go ahead and check the timestamps and the comments down below so you can jump to your reading. Once again, this is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, and group 6 from left to right. Pause the video if you need more time to choose, and drop into your body. If you're feeling like you're having a hard time choosing, I suggest taking a few deep breaths and observing the different crystals and trying to get a sense of which one is really, really calling out to you. So as always, guys, only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. I'm so excited to get into this reading and to find out more details about your future spouse. But don't take offense from them. Don't get triggered, or try not to get triggered. If you do, then that's really unfortunate. I never want to trigger you through videos, but I'm just not the one to hold back on negative messages that I'm hearing. We all have our negative sides and we all have our positive sides, and I think we need to be honest about, our weaknesses and our strengths, instead of thinking that marriage is going to be perfect and everything like that. Every single marriage that I've ever had the pleasure of working with or getting to know, whether it's from people reaching out to me to get a reading or whatever, or from personal relationships, they all say the same thing, is that it takes work. There are gonna be days when it's not all butterflies and rainbows, and it's not all like in this honeymoon phase. So guys, just know that I'm gonna be tuning into both light and dark, light and shadow, as I like to call it, negative and positive. I'm not just gonna read all positive things. If I definitely hear and feel and sense a negative message, or even a warning, or some kind of sign that I'm picking up on, I'm gonna say that. My channel is not the type of channel to sugarcoat everything. So hopefully by now you have chosen, and let's get started with the readings. All right, group 1, if you picked this red stone, reminds me a little bit of Arizona and Utah stones. All right, group 1, so I'll go ahead and insert a photo of the cards that you got, or maybe a close-up video of the cards that you got. But right off the bat, with the young person and fatherhood here, it is certainly possible for some of you, not all, that you will start a family very young with this person, or this person is a young dad, or there is something here about their dad. So maybe they grew up with a single mom, or there's something here about their dad, something about fatherhood coming up. I feel, based on your spread alone, that you might have certain guards and restraints when you meet this person. So maybe you're not fully open for a relationship. It's possible that you just got out of a previous relationship when you meet this person, but they'll be really, really attracted to you. I'm hearing that for some of you, you could be meeting this person at work, but the situations in which you meet is very, very innocent. I think it's gonna come at random. Like, you won't even really know, like you won't anticipate, it'll just happen on its own. Yeah, you know, with the rebuild here, this is the Tower card from the Power of the Heart deck. If you look in this card, she's holding her heart, and slowly but surely her pieces are coming back together. It's because she has been broken. So like I said earlier, it's possible that you were getting out of a relationship, or you're still kind of healing from a relationship when this person comes into your life, or when you meet them. I'm not saying you're going to get into a relationship with them right away. It could happen, it could build slowly over time. Lapis lazuli, make a decision, and the Lovers, the heart has reasons that reason cannot know. Yeah, so as you can see, there is this sense of uncertainty when you meet them. You're like, should I give it a shot? I don't know. So it's not really to say that they're not attractive. I just feel like there's other focuses in your life when you meet them. Like I said, maybe you're still healing from a breakup, or healing from someone that you were interested in and just didn't work out. So this is definitely a message for you to, in the future, be open-minded. And it's obviously easier said than done, but keep your heart open. And if you get a sense to give somebody a chance to get to know you and to get to know them, you should definitely go for that. I feel like one of you, I think it's actually the other person based on your card. The other person could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But I feel that they will really feel good when they meet you. They'll be on their game. They'll be really, really confident. And I also feel like they'll think that like they met the one, that they'll feel really happy around you. And I think you can tell this from their attitude, that they'll have a really, really good attitude. They're just an all-around good guy, like I said earlier, because with the innocence here showing up as a Fool in this Lover's Path deck, I I think that they'll just be like super cheerful and so fun to be around, energetic. They could be a little bit of a jokester, a funny person, kind of want to cheer you up, you know, and I feel that you might meet them during a lower period of your life, meaning that you're not super happy, and yes, you're healing, and yes, you're moving forward for sure, but you're still rebuilding. And I think that during this time, you will be really exploring spirituality and getting closer to the divine, and maybe, you know, starting to take seriously certain self-care practices. During this time, I think you'll be super sensitive and emotional, especially because you have the creator water here too. So yes, I do feel that you're going to be meeting them at a time when you're not expecting to meet anybody, and you're just not interested for whatever reason. It is definitely possible for some of you that this person is a young dad, or you will be a young dad once you meet this person, because it's just like, this is the one, I'm ready. So yeah, if that's not something that you want to happen, obviously this is a general reading and it's just a snapshot of your energy. You still have free will, and you still have, you know, the ability to make your own choices. This is not set. But if this is something that is resonating with you, and this is in fact for you and your reading, obviously if you don't want to be a young dad and you're not ready for that, you are going to take protective measures. You're going to practice safe sex. You're going to get your finances in check so you can, you know, prepare for fatherhood. But the Ten of Staves here, this is a beautiful outcome to your reading. This is a different Ten of Staves from the original Rider-Waite deck. This is about a spiritual culmination. Kind of like all your hard work has paid off. You've learned so much. You've gained so much. You've gained a lot of wisdom and confidence in yourself on all levels. So this is the outcome of your relationship, where it just feels like a sense of relief, a sense of growth, a sense of leveling up. It's like, I don't know, I think this person is super understanding. They're not gonna be mad at you that you're still healing from somebody. It's possible that also they are your friends first. So before you get into a relationship, they're your friends first. So it starts off as a friendship during a very, very difficult time in your life. And maybe you can't see them, you can't see what they have to offer, but eventually it gets to grow. Like from your friendship, you build a romantic relationship. I love that innocence shows up here. For the external circumstances happening when you meet. It just goes to show that when you meet, it's just completely random almost. It feels fated. I think you'll have a really, really cute love story also when you tell your story to your future kids or your friends or something like that. Like you'll have this funny story to be like, oh yeah, we met and I was blah, 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 but he was blah, 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 blah kind of situation. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah, I just feel like that's you. Personal boundaries here, choice, assertiveness, empowerment, and authenticity. Look at how she is kind of guarded in her posture. I really, really feel like for the feminines out there, this is you when you meet them. Like you're really just not sure. Maybe the initial attraction is not there, but it certainly is there for them. It's almost like you can't see what they have to offer. You can't see their value just yet because you have like fog on your glasses that you kind of need to wipe off, that only time can wipe off. So here it says companion and show the world the real you. For those of you who picked group 1, it's possible that when you meet this person, you're not really secure in yourself yet. And I think that they actually help you get more secure. I think that they help you feel more confident and they make you feel safe in their presence, especially like I'm getting that for some of you it is a work a relationship situation that you do meet at work. But you also get why here. So this person is very curious. You might find that they are a reader. They like to read. Maybe you just get to learn from each other based on the books that you share with each other. Maybe they show you their library or something. Maybe you guys join a book. Maybe you guys start like a book club of your own. But it's just so innocent. And for those of you who picked pile 1, I think that you'll meet your person quite soon, especially if you're young. You'll meet them young, in my opinion. I think that if you're resonating with this reading, of course not everyone, but you'll definitely meet them at a young age. Oh my gosh, you guys, you got this card and it says secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they let on. Exactly. This is what I was saying, like they will be admiring you, whereas you're not really going to be knowing it as much, because I think your brain or your mind is focused on something else. Yeah, I think it's focused on something else. And it totally makes sense with the star and the mice, because the star is all about recognition, fame kind of thing, and the mice lessens that. So there's a sense of not really fully recognizing something, or recognition not happening fully as it should without the mice there. So again, there is a sense of some iffiness happening, but like I said, I really do like your love story, the core energy of it. That's as far as the details go. But yes, I know, you know, getting young person and fatherhood. Oh, I forgot, I wrote other messages in the back of this, so if you want to read that real quick. It literally says, hopefully the camera's focusing, but it says don't rush into things and gift. So it's interesting that underneath fatherhood is gift, and then young person, don't rush into things. So this could definitely be a warning for some of you that it's possible that you get pregnant early. So if you are not ready for that, if that's not how you want your future to be, you can change that by taking precaution. Sometimes God or the universe or the creator, whatever it is that you believe in, sometimes, you know, the universe has bigger plans for us, because this is our karma and this is how we learn and this is how we grow wiser. But there are certain things that we can control. So, you know, it's up to you to determine what you can control and what you can't control. So I think that that's a message for you. But I love how you have the lovers and spirituality here. It just goes to show that you're going to have like this soulmate marriage. So if you don't take away anything else from this reading, you're definitely going to have a soulmate marriage. It's just something that you can feel safe in, warm in. This is someone who's going to be a good dad. Or like a good wife or something for the males watching this. Like they'll be taking care of you emotionally, physically. They're going to nurture you when you need nurturing. They're going to reassure you, is what I'm getting, because they're so pure-hearted. I wouldn't be surprised if they have a close relationship with their mom, or a very close female figure in their lives that was like a mentor to them and kind of showed them how to treat women. Like this is the energy of like a very respectful gentleman who is funny, who, you know, likes to enjoy life, likes to laugh, has a good time. I'm hearing probably a foodie for some reason. So they probably really love good food. But yes, they'll definitely have a crush on you before you realize like how important they are to you, before you are attracted to them romantically. So that's what I'm getting for you, group 1. Thank you for watching. Let me know if this resonate with you down in the comments below, which parts did and which parts kind of didn't, or maybe everything did, I don't know. But I would love to hear it if you enjoy this and you would like more videos, and of course click that thumbs up and I would greatly appreciate it. Talk to you later. Hello group 2, if you picked the Celestite stone, it's gorgeous, beautiful stone, one of my favorites for sure. I'll go ahead and insert a close-up of the cards so you can see. But in terms of details about your significant other, your spouse to be. We'll get to that, but first I want to do a disclaimer. As always, only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. So that's very, very important, because again, many people are tuning into the same reading at once. So some messages may be for you and some may be for others, so keep that in mind. But the messages should feel like confirmation, and there's really nothing to fear. You can only gain from this reading, especially if you're still tuned in. So yeah, if you enjoy this at any moment, if it resonates, do give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments what you thought. All right, so group 2, right off the bat, there are certainly ups and downs in this connection. That is what I'm getting from the start. I'm not going to get into the details because that's up to you to live through. You know, I'm not going to be like, oh, this is going to happen at this particular time. Oddly enough, a lot of people think that that's how tarot works. That I'm supposed to like tell them exactly at what date they're going to meet and how they look and stuff like that. Sometimes these messages don't come up because it's not time for you to know. I can only tell you the things that I'm actually tuning into. But yes, what I'm tuning into right off the bat is there are going to be some ups and downs in this connection. So this is a situation where not everything is going to be easy and perfect, but you're going to overcome. So again, that's only a message for those who are resonating with it. But I think that that was one of the main things that I was getting. In addition, you who are watching this right now is going to be younger than the person that you are attracting into your life as your future spouse. Either you're going to be younger, you're going to be like in a chipper mood, and you're going to be kind of more innocent, naive almost about the world, and they are going to be more mature, older than you, or maybe just more experienced if age somehow doesn't play into this. They're coming through as Scorpio here with death, and you're coming through as a Page of Cups. You could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, or they could literally be a Scorpio, but I'm reading this more so about certain characteristics. You coming through as the Page of Cups is you coming in as a more naive, as a youthful energy in comparison to them with the Death card, with the Scorpio card. So they're probably more into serious, sophisticated things. I'm not saying that you're not sophisticated. It just seems like you're a much more free spirit than them in certain aspects. You know, with the cross and the heart here, there is certainly like a heartbreak, really painful experience pertaining to love that either happened to you or this person. And I think that you'll talk about this. I think that in your relationship, you'll really get to know them, and they'll tell you about certain things that happened to them and kind of what caused them to be like this. I am getting more so that it's them with the issues, and I feel that maybe it affects your relationship. And I say that because I do feel like someone in the connection is going to be feeling a little bit insecure. Your advice here is the 8 of Coins though. So the 8 of Coins is all about working on something. Notice how he is working on these coins and working hard. This is what I mean. Your advice is coming through as working on the connection despite its imperfections. This is something that you can't go wrong with though. So if you're feeling like right now, like, oh no, like what if I mess it up and blah, 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 blah. If this person is meant for you, there's really nothing that you can do to screw it up. I think that you'll automatically work on it. So don't fret. I'm just trying to give you messages about what I'm seeing, which is that there is going to be some sort of obstacle in this connection. I'm seeing the 5 of Staves here coming through in your external circumstances when you meet. So there's like some kind of fighting happening. It could be a situation, especially with academic here, where you are at school and maybe you have mutual friends and they're fighting or something like that. In addition, you do have more than friends here, so maybe it starts off as a friendship and then maybe you have like a casual connection kind of thing like that. But yes, I do definitely feel this sense of issues and imbalance in this person's lower chakras, so their survival centers, in particular their root chakra. So it's probably something that happened early on in their lives, some sort of childhood trauma, I think, that kind of made them a certain way. All right. You do have 2 cards here really speaking about darkest fears and working through fears. So I'm not exactly sure what this is about per se, but I feel like this is coming from the more naive energy. I think that maybe you're questioning, or you will question, if this person really loves you and things like that, if they're being authentic. But I think it's more so coming from your projection of them, of who they are. You might be putting them in a pedestal at some point, in my opinion. But your outcome here coming through as justice, of course, everything will be put right. So there's really nothing that you need to worry about. Just live your life, be you, do the best that you can. I just am kind of tuning into your energies and what you might expect so you can better prepare, right? And that's what's so great about tarot, is that it helps you prepare. Oh, I'm also getting the message too that with a moderation here as 14 simplifying to 5 and the 5 of staves, which is the 5 of wands, it's possible that you fight a lot in this connection. You argue a lot, especially maybe when you're younger. So it's possible you meet this person when you're really young as well, for some of you, or like really soon. But yes, it's possible that you fight a lot, especially with the 5 of staves here. I'm seeing a woman here and 2 men. So it could be a situation where someone's jealous. It makes sense too with the work through your fears and darkest fears. And then the cross and the heart, as you can see here, it's possible that someone gets jealous. Maybe there's a third party situation. It could be that, you know, his friend is into you too. Maybe you like fight about that. It's just a possibility. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. It could be their fear. So very, very interesting. Not what we have, but what we enjoy constitutes our abundance. With the 10 of Pentacles here, this is so incredibly beautiful though. Also, that's a 10, and gut instincts is a 10, intuition, knowing, sensing, trust. What this tells me is that, you know, this person has so much potential in who they are as a person and in achieving success with their goals and their ambitions. You might meet them when they're still working on their goals, you know, with the 8 of coins here. You might meet them when they're, you know, working on their startup. But with the 10 of Pentacles coming up here, it goes to show that they will find success. And I think that you will sense this. And this is why you're so adamant on supporting them, even if, you know, they're kind of giving you crap sometimes, or they're not treating you in a way that you want to be treated, or maybe you're getting jealous, or maybe you have certain grievances in the relationship. You know their potential, and I think that you believe in them to the point where you continuously fight for your relationship. That's a possible message too, with the 5 of staves coming up as the fighting card, that I was kind of tuning into as a potential third-party situation. But again, that doesn't have to be. There's just a sense of fighting and working through fears and all of these issues coming up because of fears. And moderation comes up as a 5 as well, because that's how you're going to fight for this relationship. That's how you're going to grow, is by moderating and by having understanding and compassion for the other person. And it's definitely easier said than done. And I also, you guys, especially for the feminine here, this is so incredible. You get goddess. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Beautiful, nurturing energy for the feminines out there. And next to that is nourish the sacred feminine. So tons of feminine messages and energy coming through. And what this tells me is your feminine energy, or the feminine energy in the connection, or maybe in your partner, it needs a little bit of healing and a little bit of focus and intention. And I feel like this is exactly the issue, is it's definitely possible that this individual has, you know, childhood traumas, maybe even stemming from a female figure in their lives, like their siblings, their mom, possibly. But yes, the feminine energy, the goddess energy needs to come in balance in this reading, either through you as the woman, as the feminine. Maybe it happens as you heal yourself, as you heal your feminine energy. And that just means being receptive and being nurturing, being a conduit for receiving instead of yang energy, which is active action, pushing forward. Instead of that yang energy, you know, I think you'll be much more understanding, compassionate, nurturing, like I said, caring. It's definitely possible that in the beginning of your relationship, at least, all of the focus is put on this individual. The spotlight is put on your partner as the masculine. And they're going to need a lot of support at that time. So that's just one of the messages that I'm getting. But yeah, that's really the basis of your connection is what I'm getting. Like, as I said, with the details, hopefully I was clear enough in terms of like age, where you'll meet. It's possible you'll meet at school, like college, especially I'm getting college, but it doesn't have to be. It could be work as well with the 8 of coins there. But yes, I do feel like they're older than you, or they have more trauma than you, if that makes sense. All right, so you're getting this beautiful Dove card. It says, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Beautiful, exactly. It's like this message of, you know, keep at it, keep strong, have faith, and you will overcome. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely feeling like there are obstacles in this connection. That's just me being honest. But as always, only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. A positive ending message for sure is like, this is a beautiful, beautiful connection. This is the kind of story where one person is really supportive and understanding of the other person, helping them succeed and benefiting from that in return, like after years and years of dedication, you know, and patience. So that's what I'm getting for you. In addition, I'm also getting that you might meet this person during a very significant time in their lives. Something happens, something huge happens to them. Maybe they experience a loss, or maybe they moved from another country and you meet them when they've just arrived, kind of situation. But a very, very big transformative event happened in their lives when you meet. I do feel like you meet them very young. I want to say maybe 18 to 30, possibly. But obviously only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest. Some of you are older, so it's just a message of, I think it's going to happen soon for you. I really feel that. I don't at all feel like there is a long period of wait here. Could be a new moon in Scorpio, or during Scorpio season, which is actually coming up at the time of my recording. Look at that. New moon in Scorpio, and then you have death here, which is also a Scorpio card. So yes, that is all I'm getting for you, group 2. I hope you enjoy this. So let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Like, did it resonate with you? Do you know what I'm talking about? I keep hearing this couple. What is that fighter's name? He's like Irish. But essentially there was like this PR story about him and his wife, or maybe it's a true story, but basically his wife was working while he was training, and she was like being super supportive. What's his name, dude? I know what it is. He's super famous. What's his name? Anyways, I'm blanking out. I think you know what I'm talking about. He's Irish. right? But anyways, his wife was super supportive. This is what I mean. Like, your partner, group 2, is gonna need support at a certain period of your relationship. And I think you'll be so enamored and into them that you'll do that, even though other people might be like, why are you doing this for him? Like, he doesn't treat you all that good and blah, 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 blah. Or, oh, like, why, you know, like, you deserve better kind of thing. But deep in your heart, you can see that he's a good person. I'm not all saying to tolerate abuse. Absolutely not. All I'm saying is trust your heart. There's a beautiful quote that goes, "There is no instinct like that of the heart," by Lord Byron. That's what I mean. Like, you'll know how to distinguish when someone is using you and not taking you into consideration, abusing you, versus needing your support at the moment because of their specific circumstances. All right, so that's my messages for you, group 2. I hope you enjoy this reading, and let me know and give this video a thumbs up if you did. Hello, group 3. If you picked this quartz crystal point, I'm gonna go ahead and insert a close-up of your cards here. Quickly, before I get started with details and messages about your future spouse, please remember that this is a general reading and many people will be tuning into the same stack at once, so only take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. You'll know which ones are for you based on how you feel about them, and you should feel a sense of confirmation, of opening, of understanding, of growth, even of healing, regardless of whether or not the messages are negative or positive. All right, so hopefully you enjoy. If you do, give this video a thumbs up. I always greatly appreciate that. So let's get started with engineer and not over unfinished. Very, very interesting. To me, this says a few things. It says that your person is either an architect or an engineer and they're working on a project or something when you meet. So it could be a situation where you're at work and you meet this person. This could also just be about who they are, how they think. They like to solve problems. They like to make things better. They like to innovate. They like to make life easier for people. And yeah, they like to smooth things over. Like I said, very scientific minded. Logical is what I'm thinking. In addition, I do feel that you will meet this person when you are going through a busy time in your life. You're going through something important, but kind of difficult at the same time. You're coming through as a strength card. So you could be a Leo, or you have a strong Leo placement, but this just tells me that at the time when you meet, I feel like you're really wanting support for something. But everything's happening so fast is what I'm feeling. And I do feel like for others of you, especially if you're in the corporate field of life, maybe you're working in a city, in a high-rise or something like that, I feel that you will meet this person in a city. That was just a message for a few people, not all, of course, but yes, during a very busy, fast-moving time. You do have the Eight of Staves, which is the Eight of Wands. But this could also be a message of communication. For me, the Eight of Staves is all about communication. So, you know, there's something here about fast-moving energy, communication, for sure. But I do feel that you are going to meet when you are not as confident as they are. So they are much more confident, much more established than you for whatever reason. You might find that this person has the traditional childhood, the ideal childhood. They have a really tight-knit family. You might find that they're very successful in the work that they do. And I feel that you're not there yet, but meeting this person will help you grow because you do have the 9 of coins. So with the 8 here followed by the 9, it just goes to show that there is a sense of progression. So it's possible, you know, you're struggling financially, and your relationship with this person is going to help you grow. So they're much more mature than you. I think that they're much more established in their career than you. It's possible they're a networker, or you meet in social media, because in the back here of this card, hopefully you can see that, is social media. So there is that sense of maybe they're a part of an organization and they're running an account on social media to kind of bring clients in or to just improve their brand. It's possible that you're working in social media. Maybe you're a marketer. Maybe you have this specific set of skills and then you work for them. I am getting that it's possible you meet either directly or indirectly through what you do. There's also something here about parents. With the Empress here and parenting, very interesting. I think this person actually wants a family. They want a wife, they want kids. And it's almost like you're not exactly sure if those are things that you want. They're much more stable in this way is what I'm sensing. They're older, I think. 10 of Swords, those things that hurt instruct, Benjamin Franklin. You know, like I said, this person could definitely have a lot more experience, but I'm getting that this is more about you. More than anything, I think that, you know, you do have to let the money flow in here with Pyrite. I think that with you, because I am getting the sense that they're much more established, it's almost like they're helping you grow into a better version of yourself, because they have much more experience. They already went through those problems and those issues. I don't know, there's definitely something here with parenting though. I do feel that maybe it's you that has the issues with your parents or issues in your childhood, and I do feel like it's them that has the ideal, perfect childhood and family, very close-knit, successful family, but you know, it could be switched depending on who you are, with nurture and parenting here being the Empress. And the Empress is about pregnancy and Venus and Taurus, so yeah, there is certainly something here about a mother, someone's mom. Your dreams need a practical plan. I feel that you, group 3, are much more free-spirited and wild than your partner. I think they're very traditional in many, many ways. With the coffin here and the fox, the issue could definitely be about losing a job, and maybe you're looking for a job and you're trying to build something meaningful for yourself, but things weren't working out. It made sense why strength here shows up with all these other cards, because you're at a period in your life when you meet them where you are kind of in a difficult situation, but you're not giving up. You know you can overcome, and this is what I mean when I say that they're more established than you, because it's possible that you meet through work by seeking job opportunities that align with you. But you know, the fox here is also like a sneaky, conniving kind of energy sometimes. So next to the coffin, it's possible that it's not about a job, but it's about a certain behavior. So it's possible that they could have kind of sneaky behavior tendencies, at least in the past, that when they meet you is kind of put to an end almost. Or maybe by the time you meet them, they're not a player anymore. They're not a heartbreaker. They're not trying to game women. They're just coming from an authentic place. And then you also get choose who you are becoming and emotions, and by the book. Very interesting. Choose who you are becoming. See, this is what I mean. I feel that when you meet them, you're questioning who you are and what you have to contribute. I don't feel that you are as confident as they are when you meet. I want you to see that this card here is 11 and this is 11. Emotions and by the book. I think that with this person, with these two cards, you'll feel very, very stable. Like you'll feel like this is like husband material kind of vibe. But it's like they haven't always been perfect. They've reached a level in their lives where they have a lot of experience. And I think that they'll really help you for sure. Some of you may be like, oh, should I put my career over this person? Am I ready to settle down? You might have these questions in your head. Your advice is coming through as the 10 of Cups here, which is all about emotional fulfillment, simplicity, and finding contentment in the simple things in life. I feel that this is actually what you want in your heart, but certain things might distract you. Like you might want to live a fast life. I think this person is really like gonna sweep you off your feet in a sense that they will surprise you. And they will make you want to settle down almost. And maybe, you could potentially be a stay-at-home mom, potentially with this energy. With the coffin and the fox there too, it means like an end of the 9 to 5. That's a possible interpretation. But yes, it's possible that you quit your job, you quit your career for this person and maybe take it up on a later time with not over and unfinished. You're an engineer. If you're masculine, it is definitely possible that this person has a wealthier family or wealthier background or culture or history than your family, if that makes sense. So they might be more established in certain senses. But what you bring to the table is you bring yourself, right? Because yes, you are finding yourself when you meet them. You're working out the kinks. But they're going to help you. There's something about you that really, really attracts them. There's something about them that brings out certain parts of you that I think you don't even know yet. But yes, in terms of details, just to recap, something's happening in your life when you meet them. Something big, something transformative, something just ended, potentially something to do with your job. And I think this person is a networker, so business-minded, entrepreneur, traditional in many ways. Probably a guy in a suit and tie when you meet him, or like a button-up, slacks kind of energy. But yes, possible. They'll definitely give you some knowledge about managing your finances more, in my opinion, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, let the money flow in with Pyrite here. There's something about money that they're going to be able to help you with. Whether it's advice, knowledge, wisdom, or just with their presence, they're going to be able to help you with whatever situation you are experiencing. All right, for your final card, you get criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So what I'm getting with this is more about you. I actually don't feel like you're accepting yourself or certain parts of yourself. I think that you're ashamed of certain parts of yourself, whether it be in your past or your family or something like that, or certain interests of yours, certain desires of yours that you haven't admitted to yourself. There's almost a sense of awakening and acceptance with you when you meet this person, because we are looking at energies around the time when you meet them. I am definitely getting a vibe that you'll meet them when, you know, you're still young. This is the same thing with the other groups. I'm still getting a sense of youthful energy. I just feel like this person is more mature than you. And yes, with your dreams, need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. It could be in a full moon in Taurus or during Taurus season. But I am getting the sense that there is definitely a sense of instability with your finances, with your career, and it's something that you're trying to work on when you meet them. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, group 3. Hopefully you resonated with this and you got some valuable messages. If you do, I always greatly appreciate if you give it a like. It lets me know that you value the content and you enjoy it and it resonates with you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Well, not talk to you, but you know what I mean. Hello, beautiful souls who picked the rose quartz crystal. Let's get started with your reading. I'll go ahead and insert a close-up here of your card so you can see. And before I get started, just a quick disclaimer: only take the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest. This is a general reading, and many people are going to be tuning into the same stack as you, so some messages may be for you and some may be for others, but I'll definitely try to get like a umbrella message that resonates with everything and everyone at the end. Okay, so all right, let's get started. Details about your person. Your person is a very, very good-hearted person through and through. They also take no shits from anyone. They don't take any crap from anybody. I feel like they're wise beyond their years, emotionally intelligent for sure. You do have the third eye chakra here, and the loyal heart coming through for their characteristics. Very, very beautiful. I want to show you, if I can talk, I want to show you the symmetry happening here. There's a loyal heart and then there's a balance with the temperance card. See the symmetry with the owls and the symmetry with their faces here with these cards. Right off the bat, when I was looking at your cards, I definitely got a sense of a twin flame energy. As you guys know, in twin flame energy, there's always like a back and forth, up and down roller coaster kind of situation happening, at least in the beginning. And I feel like it's the same thing with you. One of you is more emotionally intelligent and mature than the other. One of you is more spiritually developed. There's something here coming through about animals. This person could have a pet that they love. Something about animals really is central in their lives. They could work with animals. They could, you know, be vegan even. Maybe they want to take care of animals somehow, whether through conservation or I'm seeing an image of a panda credit card. You know that WWF credit card or debit card or something with a panda on it? Yeah, I don't know, I just got that image real quick. So I feel like that's a message for some of you. Like, this person cares a lot about animals and the future of animals, how animals are being treated. Animal rights is a big thing about this person. This could also be a confirmation for you, so give this a thumbs up if this is something that you're resonating with. Are you somebody who deeply cares about animals? Like, is this your passion? But yes, your person, group 4, is very nurturing in this way, not just with animals, but with people in general. They're so caring. They have such a gentle heart and gentle soul in so many aspects, but they're not going to stick around if their affection is not being acknowledged or valued. So if they feel like they're being overlooked or taken advantage of, this person is like, hey, I don't need you. I don't need you in my life. I will find somebody who will respect me and take care of me in the way that I deserve, because they're They are so confident in themselves at this point when you meet them. When you meet them, you're coming through as a 5 of Cups. So there's almost a sense of loss in your energy when you meet them. They're definitely going to make you feel better. They're going to be a nurturing energy, a beautiful healing energy around you by the time that you meet. And I think you'll sense this right away. But there is a certain uncertainty surrounding your connection where you're not exactly sure if this person is the one, or they're not exactly sure if you're the one. There's some uncertainty for sure regarding committing to this person. It could have something to do with your judgments about them. Maybe you never thought that they would be somebody that you'd be interested in, kind of situation. Your external circumstances here coming through as the 2 of Cups. So I think that for me, this seems like the energy around you when you meet. So like a collaborative energy. It could be possible that you meet through mutual friends too, like a couple perhaps. Maybe you're friends with a girl and they're friends with a guy, and you kind of meet in that sense. It's possible that you meet when you're going through a tough time in your life, or maybe you're already gone through a tough time in your life and you're still healing from that. In addition, I'm getting with this is that you could potentially meet during a wedding, maybe attending a wedding of a friend or something like that. It's possible, but it looks like there's like a sense of friendship, unconditional love during the time that you meet, almost like a celebration of love. So take that as you will. It's possible it could be Valentine's Day too for others of you. And your outcome is coming through as the Hermit card with contemplation here. You know, I don't want to say this, but it's possible. It's possible that there is a separation potentially, and that could be the reason why there's uncertainty. It doesn't even have to be a breakup. I'm not getting at all like it's a breakup. I feel that your connection is very easy. It flows. You have 2 Queen of Cups here. So your person could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. But what I'm getting with this more so is who they are. Very nurturing, emotional. Again, the very positive aspects of the Queen of Cups coming through here. So the second Queen of Cups is your advice card. And being that you're coming through as the 5 of Cups here, you might be dealing with regret for whatever reason in the future. Your message and your advice is to be vulnerable, to allow yourself to open your heart to this person. Tell them how you're really feeling. You know, if you have to word that in a specific way for you to feel like you're not being too pushy or sensitive or whatever, then you do that. You know, just be like, hey, you know, this is how I feel and I was kind of disappointed, but you know, like, come from an understanding place is what I'm getting if you ever come to that point. And of course, you know, you might not remember, right? It's like, wait, what if I meet them in like a year from now? How am I going to remember this advice? You'll know because how you feel. So my theme right now is this quote: "There is no instinct like that of the heart," by by Lord Byron. It's what I'm saying is like, you will know how to behave if you really cared about this person. This is obviously, if you're resonating with this, the person that you're going to be marrying, you'll know what to do in order for them to get you to understand. And because you're meant to be, because your souls were meant to align and come together at this plane, in this era, in this day and age, you know, it's almost like you can't do no wrong. What's meant for you is going to find you no matter what. You cannot lose or mess up what is meant for you. But yes, definitely a very, very spiritual soul connection coming through here with the Hermit and the Contemplation. Could be Virgo. But yes, there could definitely be a period of time where you're separated and you start to realize like, oh, okay, well, I think this person's the one. And then you go after them and then you have the second opportunity, the second chance. This person is a loyal person and they deserve all the love and respect and understanding. Such a good-hearted person, such pure intentions and thinking, you know. Judgment comes here. The universe is transformation. Our life is what our thoughts make it. So it's possible you're the more negative thinker, group 4, and they are more positive and more innocent, more optimistic. Yeah, they're so ambitious too, group 4. Like they have things that they want in life and they're gonna have it. There is no ifs or buts. They're gonna have what they want, and like I said, they have high standards. But I do feel that, you know, you mirror each other in a lot of ways. You complement each other with Temperance here in Balance. Yeah, you definitely complement each other. Your strengths kind of help their weaknesses, and your weaknesses are supplemented by their strengths. Definitely twin flame. You could potentially share a lot of similar features, I guess you say. Not futures. Well, yes, of course, futures as well. Could have something to do with animals, potentially, but features, like facial features. Happy ending. Remember when I said that there was a separation potentially on the horizon? You make it through. And you grow wiser and closer through the separation. So, you know, don't worry about that. Yeah, get laser focused. They're certainly more focused on something than you are. You might find, or you might think that they're smarter than you, even potentially. And maybe that kind of makes you feel insecure or question yourself, but you get over that. You overcome that for sure. Because it looks like there needs to be a release of some sort for you, at least. I'm definitely feeling like this person is emotionally intelligent. Like they've done the work, or they're just blessed. Maybe with a happy childhood, that they didn't have to do as much internal work as you, but yeah. You need to release something. I think it's causing you to not see this person as the one for you, even though they're clearly like who you want, because they make you so happy. They make you feel good about yourself. It's almost like you feel like you've never been supported in this way in your whole entire life. It's possible that you don't feel like you're good enough for them as well, and maybe that's why you push them away at some point. But yeah, possibly you share a lot of similar features. You know, you might even hear people going, you guys look alike, is what I'm getting. You look in the mirror and you see them, you know, you see certain qualities about your faces that are similar. So yes, that's all I'm getting for you, group 4. Hopefully this resonated with you, and hopefully you got more details in terms of your future spouse, if it resonated, if you valued it. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear your thoughts down below as well. So that's all I'm getting for you. Have a good one. Peace out. Hello, group 5. I think, yeah, group 5. If you picked the amethyst stone, let's get into your messages in a bit. But first, I'm going to insert the close-up of the cards so you can get a better look, and kind of tell you a little bit about the disclaimer, which is that this is a general reading, so only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest, because many people are going to be tuning into one stack. So some messages at any given moment might be for you, and the next might be for someone else. But you'll know if the messages are for you if they feel a confirmation, if you feel a sense of understanding, a sense of wisdom. and a sense of growth and opening rather than, you know, feeling triggered unnecessarily by a general reading. Okay, so something to keep in mind. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Let's get into the details about your future spouse. So I got these cards for you from my my index card deck, and it says introvert and agriculture. I don't know if you can see that. Introvert and agriculture. So it's possible this person has family ties with agriculture. Maybe they grew up farming, or they want to farm. Maybe it's important to them. Maybe this is the industry that they're in. They could also be growing food in their apartment. If you live in a suburb or in a city, it's possible that they're growing food in their apartment, in their basement or something, using grow lights. It's a possibility. That's just an image that came up for some of you. I want to point out too that you have tons of green here. If you can see, Four of Pentacles, adventuring, create your own luck, shift the way to new potential with this. So much greens, and in addition, you have the clover, which is a card about luck. And you also have create your own luck here with adventuring. So something about the heart chakra, I do notice that she is glowing green here on her feet and in her heart. So this tells me that there is a grounding quality to this connection. Very earthy energy also potentially, especially with agriculture here. I think that this person is going to be really in tune with nature, with the cycles of nature, and I think they have a sense of respect and reverence for food, for growing food, for farmers all around the world. And I'll get into that in a little bit, but it's so interesting that create your own luck comes up here next to the clover. You get the clover and the moon for your Lenormand deck. So there's something here about dreams, illusions, subconscious minds potentially. And you do also have the dream card. So I think that you're actually, with this person, you're connecting on a subconscious level. For whatever reason, it could be something in your childhood, because you also have the Six of Cups here. It's possible that this person reminds you of somebody, and I think that once you meet them, you'll feel like that. You'll feel grounded. You'll feel like you're solid on earth. But I think that you also feel that they remind you of something. It's possible they remind you of home. So if you're living in a foreign country right now, or if you're living in a different state, or you just feel like you're not at home, it's possible that you know that this person is the one based on the feelings that they give you, the feelings of home that they give you. Let's see, anything else? So they're coming through as a Two of Wands. This tells me that they're possibly traveling when they meet you, or they have traveled the world. They might have traveled the world for agriculture, for business, for studying agriculture. I'm hearing Hawaii for others of you. They could be studying agriculture in Hawaii. But they're an introvert in a sense that they really enjoy their alone time. They like staying at home. It makes complete sense here with no place like home and introvert. There may be a homebody for others of you, or maybe you meet them when they're in this phase in their lives. I'm not saying that they're always going to be a homebody, especially next to agriculture there. They like to be outside too, but there's something very special about their home. You might find that they have a garden, a beautiful garden in their home, lots of plants. They have a green thumb is what I'm getting. So interesting that that's coming through. That's a very unique message. The quote here on Four of Pentacles says, ordinary riches can be stolen, Real riches cannot. In your soul are infinitely precious things that cannot be taken from you. Oscar Wilde. And I'd like to point out that next to that, or not next to that, but you also get thief. Light attribute sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. And the shadow attribute is stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. So very interesting that you're getting the same message on 2 different cards. There's something here about looking within and finding riches within, and maybe feeling fear that that can be stolen or taken away from you, or maybe taken for granted. I think that your relationship will really help you feel gratitude for not only the simple things in life, but for who you are, who you've become, your experiences, both negative and positive. I think that this person will really, really open up your heart. And you'll know that they're the one based on those feelings that they create within you. Shift your way to new potential. Look at this beautiful emerald color. This is a 29, which simplifies to 11, and then you get 56, which simplifies to 11. And I just noticed, look at the Merkaba. Is this a Merkaba? I can never say that. Merkaba. Look at that star in the middle of the relationship change card. It's the same color as the card next to it. Shift the way to new potential. So it's possible that you could be stuck on somebody of the past. And you'll know when this happens. You'll know when you're stuck on somebody in the past and then someone new comes into your life, and you know when it's time to open up and invite someone new in your life, and you'll just let it go as if it was nothing, because this is the right person to let go of whatever it is that you're holding back on. Or this is the right person to let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to with. You know, I think that you'll really like them. You'll feel attracted to them to that degree that would allow you to do so, to release things that are no longer serving you so very easily. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra, so this could be timing for others of you, but it doesn't have to be. With a new romantic cycle begins in Libra, next to relationship change, yeah, it's really a sense of letting go of a past relationship strongly here coming through for you. So, you know, that might be only for some of you, but take only the messages that resonate. Messages, signs, yeah, messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. So this is interesting with the dreams coming through and the moon. This is a huge message for you, group 5. There's something about dreams in the nighttime for you, the subconscious mind, these subtle energies. And this is what I mean when I say I think you'll recognize this person. I think there will be some sort of synchronicity happening. You could be seeing clovers. Clovers could be a good sign for you, especially with agriculture. I'm just getting this vibrant green color, so that could have something to do with it. Beautiful, beautiful green color. But yes, there's something about the night. You might dream about this person before you meet them, or you might have significant dreams about this person after you meet them, and maybe that'll bring you closer. I'm also hearing the message to relate to you that they'll also be dreaming of you. So they might reach out to you and be like, hey, I had a dream about you, or something like that. Or if they don't tell you, then they're certainly being affected. They're certainly being affected by it on some level. Notice on this card how she's standing, and there's a man there sleeping behind her, and she's clutching all these arrows with hearts on the end. So one of you is really, really affecting the other person's sleep. And I don't think that you mean to do it consciously, or anybody means to do it consciously, but like if you're super attracted and thinking about this person, they can feel it. So you might have a little bit of a telepathic connection. It makes sense with introverts, because I find that introverts have really, really powerful telepathic abilities or psychic abilities. Because again, they're more sensitive to energies, why they like to stay home. And I do feel like, you know, like I said, I do feel like they'll have a lot of flowers, maybe plants at their house, a garden, and this is one of the ways that you'll kind of get a sign of some sort regarding who they are. Wow, it is so hot here right now. Any other messages? Okay, so you're coming through as a 6 of Cups, and then there's also the 6 of Swords. Healing begins. There's something about the past, your childhood, perhaps an old relationship, an ex being healed, having to do with this person, if that makes sense. It could manifest in different ways. But, you know, it could be literally that you feel safe to open your heart with this person, for sure. Yeah, because, you know, with a Thief here, shedding light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen, I feel that this person will shed light on those positive aspects of you that you may not have realized before meeting them. So that is so beautiful. They'll help you see certain qualities about yourself. They'll help you see certain qualities about yourself that they'll help you see certain qualities about yourself that you haven't seen before, that you haven't noticed before. Look at that. Twin flame passion ignites. So it's definitely possible that you are twin flames. I love that. And again, there's that flower there, the heart. Same thing here. That green light by the heart space. Something here about heart space, so opening up to each other. You know, you might meet them when you're feeling lonely, when you feel like nothing's happening, it's slow. Maybe you're staying at home. It's possible you met them during lockdowns. Potentially, it could be that you met, during lockdowns. I don't know, maybe you met at night, or maybe like you're so, you know, like you're stuck at home and you start to really think about things and you just can't get them out of your mind. So if that's you, if you're resonating with that, this could be a message to give this relationship a chance if you can't get them out of your head. Because, you know, you get peace here. And so even if you're feeling anxiety about certain things, you do have peace underneath it all. I'm seeing a lot of doves too as well with your stack. In terms of your outcome comes through as a 2 of coins. So this just tells me that it's interesting because they do have the infinity sign here with the Lover's Path Tarot with the 2 of coins. This is the infinity symbol, and you have twin flames, and the infinity symbol is also a symbol of twin flames. So yes, I do think that you are going to have a very dynamic, fun, interesting relationship with this person. Yes, you might have ups and downs, but you'll be able to go through life experimenting, having adventures, trying new things with each other. I feel like there's never a dull moment with you guys, for sure. Such an interesting stack. Let me know what you thought about it, you guys. in the comments down below, and like this video if you enjoyed it, if you got details, and if you got certain confirmations. I would love to hear about those as well. And if you want more videos, subscribe to my channel. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Last but not least, if you picked this stone, group 6, let's get some details about your future spouse. I'll insert a close-up of the cards so you can get a better look. And before we get started, just a quick disclaimer: only take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. You'll know if they're for you if they feel like confirmations, if they click with you, if it resonates, because some messages might be for others. This is a general reading. Many people are picking the same stack, so something to keep in mind. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you do, give this video a thumbs up and let me know what's up in the comments. Let me know what you think, and let me know which parts resonated with you. All right, so let's get started. So you're getting camera and eco-friendly. These are the index cards that came out for you. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Camera and eco-friendly. So those are potential markers for this person. They could be working with a camera. Maybe they're photographers. Maybe they're filmmakers. Maybe they're documentary makers. You know, with eco-friendly here, it's possible that they, you know, are basically covering stories about sustainability. So those are just possible details about them. When are you going to meet this person? You're going to meet this person during a time when you are feeling balanced within yourself internally. You are coming through as the 6 of Pentacles. So it just shows that yeah, you're able to step in this position of generosity and philanthropy, even giving back to others. I do feel like you're gonna meet this person when you're doing something new and a little bit different. Maybe, you know, it's possible you meet them working out as well with the physical health here. And then you also have get up and get moving. Look at that, both red cards. So it's something about exercise. Maybe you're going on a run, maybe you're at the gym, maybe you have a class that you like to go to, or maybe you travel and then you decide to take a class, a yoga class maybe, or what is that bike class? Spin class, is that what it's called? But it's possible that you travel and then you take a workout class in that place that you travel, and that's how you meet, because you are getting a lot of messages here about movement. You're also getting the Artist card, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So yes, it's possible that they're dancers too, that they move, or that their art is using their bodies. And with a camera as well, that would make complete sense. In addition, there's something here about the house and the key. So this is obviously a very stable relationship. With the house and the key here, it's interesting because this is a future spouse reading, so I would assume that you're going to be living together. But I think that this is a message of the important aspects of your relationship. So it's possible that you put on a special importance to where you live. So maybe it's even a message of you on a search for the perfect house, for the perfect property, and this is where you meet them. I do feel like this person is a little bit of a secret admirer. They could be an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But it's possible that they are looking at you, your social media, finding things about you on the internet, but not in a creepy way. I think that they just check you out. They want to get to know you more. They're asking a lot of questions in their minds, at least, and trying to garner as much info about you. Your outcome here is the Page of Wands. Your external circumstances when you meet is coming through as the World. Triumph. Look at that. Look at this beautiful message. I think that you'll meet them when things seem okay again. I know that's kind of hard to believe that things are ever going to be okay again, but it's more so internal. Like, you'll meet them when you feel like you're stable in the world, and that completely makes sense next to the Six of Coins here, because you're able to give back to others and help others because you're stable in your own self, in your own world. And the World is also a card of almost like a karmic completion, a leveling up of some sort, reaching higher states of living in general. So it just feels like you are on top of things when you meet this person. I do feel like they are the artist. You might be more logical than them, in a sense that perhaps you've been single for a long time, and this person is really different than what you're used to, is different than what you expect. It's a possible interpretation. They could be younger than you, especially if you're a lady, if you're a woman. And like, if you're an older woman, for instance, they might be a little younger than you, is what I'm getting. Seven of Wands. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. Robert Louis Stevenson. So yes, it tells me a little bit about your financial standings in comparison with this person. I think that this person didn't grow up rich at all. I was getting that right off the bat with the Page of Swords, but I don't want to say it just yet. I think that they grew up in a low to middle class family, and they didn't always have the best things growing up. I'm getting like a Jack, is it Jack Dawson? Yeah, from Titanic kind of vibes, where they're just super street smart and they're resourceful, and they work hard and they work smart, and this is how they're able to provide for themselves. You might be a little bit wealthier than them, at least your family might be a little bit wealthier than them, and what this person really needs, and always take the messages that resonate and leave the rest, but it seems like what this person really needs is a stable home. Maybe they didn't have a stable home in their childhood in the past, but no, I'm not saying that they're a complete mess, but I'm just saying that I think that you'll recognize that this person has been hurt before in their childhood. They're an artist of some sort, which makes complete sense. I find that a lot of artists are sensitive souls. A lot of it has to do with their past. But yes, there's something here about being eco-friendly as well. So it's something that maybe you can connect with, or something that you grow together in. So maybe this person is really concerned about the planet. It's so interesting too, because you have the world there. You see the world in the background. So it's definitely possible that something happens in terms of maybe climate change or technology news for mitigating climate change comes up, and this is the period that you meet them. Your advice here is the Nine of Staves. For me, this is a message of, I don't know if you can tell, but there's this couple inside 9 wands, and this is almost like a message, especially in the advice position, of kind of being in this closed circle, not allowing other people to mess up your relationship. That's what I feel like for you. I feel like your relationship is like you just want to get away with each other. You know that song by Nora, and is it Nora Jones? Holy crap, I suck at that kind of stuff. I think it's Nora Jones. Let me double check. Yeah, it's Nora Jones. Do you know that song by Nora Jones, Come Away With Me? Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting with you. Like, you're gonna be so smitten with each other that you just can't get your hands off of each other. And I think that the sexual chemistry with you guys is going to be really, really good, in a sense that you always like keep it fresh in the bedroom. Like you almost won't get tired of each other sexually. You'll be open to trying new things is what I'm getting. Yeah, communication is key. I feel that your communication is going to be top notch. You know, you'll be talking about what you enjoy in the bedroom, just how things are going with you at work, and you know, they'll be really inquisitive about you, how you're feeling, and same for you. Like you'll ask them how they're doing, and you'll try to help each other. With financial discipline here, you know, I mean, it's kind of a given in marriage, right? You just have to work through your finances together. So this could be an advice too, like if you're having issues with finances, communication is key. Just working together as a team, but you'll deal with that later. I probably am not the best person for marriage advice because I'm not yet married, but you know, I've read a ton of books and I've watched a ton of videos about marriage. I've read marriage counseling books as well, because I think it's a really important thing to know, and especially because of what I'm doing and I'm reading. For other people who are potentially married, I like to have a little bit of a background. So yes, I know a lot of books say the same thing, is like, yes, you have to put boundaries up, but you have to also communicate. You can't keep things hidden from your partner. So that might be a little bit of an issue for you, in a sense where you might want to hide certain things. This is just an advice of not doing that. Serendipity. Get that clover again, similar with the last stack. So a clover could be a symbol for you, but what I'm getting with this is that there will be a serendipitous moment when you meet this person. It's almost like a sign and a symbol from the universe, kind of helping you recognize this person. Let's see if I'm getting any messages. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it could have something to do with certain news, world development occurring. And again, it could have something to do with working out, with taking care of your health. Maybe you realize that you both love a certain activity, like maybe you both love rock climbing or hiking or something, and you realize that you have that in common. It could be horseback riding as well. It's a possibility. Right. Alright, so for your Lover's Oracle card, you get this beautiful artwork. It says, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So yes, you're very close. I love this. Look at the picture. They're so close. They're so connected. And this is your future spouse. You're going to be so close and so connected with them. You could be working on a project together for sure. Something about sustainability and climate change perhaps. The environment potentially. But yes, any other things that I'm getting? This one was kind of a little bit tough. The house and the key. It's possible you may meet at a park near your house. Of course, always be safe. Look around you. I don't want you to go to dangerous places. Obviously, I know that you're smart enough to discern where it's safe and where it's not too safe to go. So trust your gut on that. But it's definitely possible you meet close to your house with the house and the key here. Could even be in the same complex, potentially for some of you, not all, but for some of you. This is an interesting one. Let me quickly get a card to clarify the Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here? Why is the Page of Swords coming through as their person? Oh wow. The Four of Cups. So this is interesting because it's possible that they don't know how to reach you. They don't know how to talk to you. Maybe their pride is getting in the way. Or maybe, honestly, okay, you guys, I don't really want to say this, but for some of you, it is a past relationship. Someone that you already know. And maybe they really care about you, but they don't want to be the first person to make a move, so they're checking out your social media. You attract them, though, by being in a state of confidence and peace and joy in yourself, self-love, being in this place where you can actually, when your cup is so full enough that you can give to others, that's how you bring them in, not through being desperate. It's so weird. This is freaking me out with the Page of Swords and the cups, the Four of Cups here. Because it's just a negative energy, but this is coming through as your future spouse. So this is what I mean. I feel like you know each other already. So it could definitely be a past relationship for some of you. Maybe they feel that you're like out of their league or something. I'm feeling like somebody doesn't want to apologize. Someone cares about you, but they don't want to reach out for whatever reason. But someone definitely needs to work out. Somebody definitely needs to reach out is what I'm trying to say, and they will. Gratitude, again, I love that because it just goes to show that there is a sense of healing there, of like, you know, coming back together and being like, okay, so now we're on good terms and this feels good and let's not mess it up. Let's fix this. Let's work together. It's also possible that the message for physical health here and get moving is about advice for you and how you can get to this place of confidence if you're not already. So if you're not moving your body, this is definitely advice to do so, and I feel like this will definitely accelerate this union for some of you. Alright, so that's all I'm getting for you. Hopefully that resonated with you, and hopefully you got some interesting details. Let me know which parts resonated, and yeah, I would really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. That would always help me out, and yeah, I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.